Hello folks, this is Rassilon from the clan DU4 Gaming. In the last video I talked with you about the weapon attachments I'm planning, and I'm at a point where I got the first 20 sets ready. I worked fairly long on this, about 3 weeks, with some work I did before in the last year. I managed to keep it server side as far as possible. Unfortunately, not everything is possible at the moment unless developers fix it or enable us, is maybe the better word. So, without further ado, I'm showing you the mods. I already implemented them, I tested them, but I will test them some more, fix some bugs I encountered, and will release them for the public on 16th August on our server. I added them to the loot pool of bookstores, bookcases and some other fancy stuff, and they have a fairly rare chance to actually be in it. But we are talking about late and end game stuff for a server that ran about 3 months, so I want to keep you busy. As you see nothing, but before I recorded this I managed to find one. Here is one. The Pistol SPD 4 schematic. Maybe I will change the name, maybe not. I will have some explanations on a separate Discord thread. It works like this. You will have your pistol in this case. This is the first case of mod. Let's grab one. And as you already see, we have the schematics. They're a bit shuffled, I don't know why. Let's pretend you find a schematic. It starts from 1 in each category. There are 4 categories. One category, it's the red one, will increase accuracy. The green one will increase speed, and the blue one will increase damage. And then there's the golden one, and there's where the fun begins. I will tell you about it soon. All need a workbench to craft. You need the first tier of science, and the costs are pretty funny. You need, for the first tier, casino toins, you need tool and die sets, and 9mm ammo. These costs are the same for each category and increase over tier. So if I wanted to create the damage one, it would be the same cost. I wanted to keep it simple for myself and for you. The costs appear pretty high, but if you install them, you will see they're worth it. So let's give myself some stuff. Now you need some time to wait, and you will have your thing ready. Let's pretend I already did this. Still don't know why it's shuffled. You have your accuracy, and you already see weapon handling gets better, and some other features. I decided for now not to tell everything in what the mod does. You have here a short description, makes your pistol more accurate, effect increases with each stage. You might need this mod for the ultimate hybrid. That's the golden stuff. So, if you compare a normal pistol with this pistol, don't mind the quality, that has no effect on stats, you will see some differences. It's only minor, but you see, for example, the crosshair is smaller, and if I go a step more and switch this with this here, you'll see it even more. And I won't give away too much, but there are lots of stats affected, not only the crosshair. You will find out for yourself. So, each category increases in effect with each tier. 5 tiers per category are 20 in total. What does the hybrid stuff do? You will have the fivers. Those are the highest of each category. And you will need them to craft the little hybrid thing. Because only when you got all the fun stuff, you can craft them. You need the schematic, you need the finished 5 tier of each category to craft along the weakest of the hybrid ones. So you can say pretty high cost. But it's worth it, as I want to show you now. First of all, you can't combine them. I think it's pretty clear. It's the hybrid is already a combination of all 3 categories. And you can switch them. And the same, you cannot add several of them. At this point, I'm unsure about blocking other weapon attachments. For now, I think I will let them allowed, because my problem is the stats might be a bit imbalanced. If you add to this another accuracy mod or another magazine extender or stuff, you get astronomical high statuses. This is now the highest mod weapon attachments possible for the pistol. You see the rounds per minute go high, the weapon handling goes high, range damage is increased, and has some other hidden features. With it, you have higher magazine, see the 21 in the right corner. You have a higher fire rate. You have automatic fire. You have fire on the mods. And this weapon deals additional damage to radiated zombies. The pistol is the first one, and maybe the only one until Alpha 18 drops. For the simple reasons, a lot gets changed there, a lot of weapon gets added. I wanted to do the framework, but ultimately I will have to wait for the patch to see how fucked up it gets, and then I have to readjust. But it will be the same for every weapon. You get 4 categories, always the same categories, and always the same stats gets affected. It's just a matter of how high, how much. As you can figure out, it's the difference if I have 400% burst with this here, or if I have it with a machine gun. You would shoot endlessly. It's the same with a gun that has higher damage per round. The multiplier there needs to be a lot lower than on this one here. But as you can see, I have spawned some mild zombies, and the pistol pumps them away. What you have to take into account is other weapon attachments you can add. as well as the perks you got, and later the books. So let's check it out. If we take the pistol, pop, gunslinger, yeah, that would be funny. Yeah. As you notice, the reload rate is even higher. So, that's it. You farm it. You farm the schematics in the bookstores and other secret places. You can trade them with other players, which I highly want to encourage. You need to pay a shitload of money and stuff to create them. And you will need the finished weapon attachment for the next stage, and so on. What I want to show you last is what you need to do. You need not to do pretty much anything, but one thing I can't prevent. In your files, you find the localization. That's the config. The path is pretty much the same for every player. You just need to find out where exactly Steam saves its stuff. You need a localization file. You create a backup. You pump it in there and replace this localization with the one you download from Discord. There will be a channel. Let's create it right now. Why not? Don't mind me. And don't mind the German. What I will do is I will upload the file from my game, and players can download it to have the descriptions, because if you don't do this, the texts and the weapon mods will stay blank, and that's not so good. I can't do anything about it. Developers don't give me the power to do that, unfortunately. And we need to do it this way. If I look localization. So you have the localization here. I will do a tutorial and stuff. You download it, replace it, and you have all the text. It's a simple txt file from my own hard drive. Check it with anti-virus scanner and stuff. It's really nothing, just additional descriptions, names and stuff for the mods. You can use it without them, you just have an empty spaces, looks not that nice, and that's it for me for now. I hope I could show you the stuff I wanted to show you. Stay tuned, there will be other mods, or other attachments, other weapons, and I want to expand it over time. I want to hear your feedback. I want to know what you think of the idea. If you see problems, if you see potential, let me hear it. Otherwise, I would say we will meet us on 16th August on our server, and then we can find out what needs balancing, what needs bugs fixing. I can't see every combination of weapon attachments you might put into one gun beforehand. So that's for me for now. Thanks for watching. I always give a flying fork. If you like and subscribe, do whatever you want, and see you on our server.